It should be no surprise at this point that Oakley does eyeglasses. In fact, it has become a major part of their business. Today, we're gonna go over our 6 favorite ones, and in fact, we split it up into different categories. So we're gonna go over our most popular one, our best one for sports and sweating in, the most versatile as far as fit goes, the best metal frame, the most funky, fun Sunglass Rob version, and the best mixed material frame. Hey everybody, my name is Sunglass Rob from Sport Rx, and I've been working with Oakley since 1996. I love Oakleys, and these are some of our favorite Oakley eyeglasses. Let's start off with the Holbrook Rx. So the Holbrook sunglass is unbelievably popular, and it has a lot of variations at this point. Holbrook Metal, Holbrook Mix, but the Holbrook Rx is a really cool concept. So a lot of people, me included, were taking regular Holbrook sunglasses, popping out the lenses and putting clear lenses in them. And that actually became more and more popular. And as a reaction to that, Oakley decided to actually offer it in an actual RX frame. And what they did is in this version, they offered 2 sizes. There's a 54 and a 56. The 54 is more about the medium, which is actually what I'm wearing, so they probably look a little bit small on me. And then there's the 56, which is a little bit bigger. So the whole concept of this is it's a little bit bigger, bulkier. I think a lot of people think this is really stylish. I do as well. And these actually have a little bit more curvature than normal flat eyeglasses would. So as far as the curvature race goes, full-on wraparound glasses are what we call 8 base. Flat eyeglasses are a 4 base. This is in the middle as a 6 base. So a lot of people think this works really well, like being a little bit sportier and also a little bit more dressed up. And it's kind of a very kind of bold statement look, in my opinion. Maybe it was years ago, but now that it's so popular, it's become a little bit more mainstream. This frame is made out of Oakley's O-Matter material, which is super lightweight and super durable, very, very hard to break. It's a very simple design. It has this keyhole nose bridge, has no unobtainium, meaning no rubber on the nose, no rubber on the temples. But Rob, it has no rubber and you said you can do sports in it. Actually, if you get one of the matte frame finish colors, that matte versus the gloss actually stays in place really well. I've actually gone mountain biking at night with a pair of Holbrooks because I was testing their new low light lens. So you can actually do some significant sports with that matte frame color, in my opinion, but they're not really intended for sports. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the sports pair. So this is the Oakley Holbrook. It's the best-selling eyeglass for us from Oakley. It comes in 2 sizes, and I think it's just rad. So as far as actually doing sports in and sweating in and going to CrossFit and spin class and working out in, this is our best seller for those types of conditions. This is the Crosslink Zero. Again, this one is 6 base, so it has a little bit more curvature, but it has a lot of unobtainium. That's Oakley's name for their rubber. And the idea with unobtainium is the hotter you get and the more you sweat, the stickier and tackier it gets. And then it has unobtainium nose pads as well. So these things just stay in place. They're very compatible with hats and helmets as well. And the real story with this is the insane grip. They stay in place. I don't know if you can do a backflip with them or kind of, do some poses in yoga, but most kind of real hardcore gym activities, indoor activities, even night kind of activities, or if you just like wearing eyeglasses for sports, this is a great sporty pair of eyeglasses. Again, this is the Crosslink Zero. All right, so the Oakley Airdrop sells really, really well too. And it's a little bit unfair because these come in 5 sizes. They come in an extra small, a small to medium, a large, an extra large, a double extra large. This is the 55, which is right in the middle. I think for me, probably the 55 or the 57 is the right one. Even that 59, which is the biggest one, usually you think a guy with a big head like me, it would fit, but it's almost too big. Style-wise, this pair is pretty classic. It does not have a very tall B measurement. The B measurement is the height of the lens. The A measurement is the width of the lens. So although they come in lots of different widths, and with the different widths, you get slightly different B measurements, it's not a very deep lens. For some people that wear progressives, that's probably a bad thing. So maybe if you're progressive heavy and you really want that reading addition in there to be obvious, this might not be the best frame for you. But for single vision, a lot of people like it. It's very classic look. I think a lot more modern glasses are taller, but this is a very classic look. And if you're looking for glasses that don't have so much of a statement, that aren't taking so much of your face over, this is a great choice. It does have an adjustable wire core within the unobtainium, so you do actually get unobtainium ear temples, and they're adjustable. The nose pads are not unobtainium, but they're actually kind of cool on the black one because it's clear, it's kind of two-tone. Very secure hinge, very tough frame, O-Matter, hard to break, very, very lightweight. You just put these on and forget about them, especially since you can adjust the temple and you can dial in your size very specifically. And these are the most expensive pair on the table. They actually are, but it's because they're titanium. This is our best metal frame. This is the Ti-Bar 0.5. The 0.5 means that it's open on the bottom, kind of this half rim design, which if you have a high prescription, I would stay away from. But if you have a medium to regular prescription, it's a pretty cool concept, kind of floats there a little bit. These are titanium, so they're very, very lightweight. And they are that 4-base kind of more traditional flat pair of eyeglasses. One thing you'll notice is the titanium nose pads. Most nose pads on metal frames are kind of like a silicone kind of pillowy thing. And you would say, well, metal on my nose, that's gotta be uncomfortable. It's actually not. The shape of the nose pad, the adjustability and how lightweight it is actually is really comfortable, and they just look super, super rad. So the most sophisticated pair, the most kind of dressy pair, the most engineering pair, go to work kind of pair is this Ti-Bar 0.5. It sells really, really well. It's very comfortable, very light. I just like the clean classic aesthetics. Size-wise, these come in 2 sizes. There's a 54, about a medium to large, and a 56, closer to large to extra large. I'm wearing the 56. I think it fits me perfect. Ooh, okay, now let's have some fun. This is a new one called the Enigma Ink. I've actually ordered a pair of these for myself because I'm me and I like funky stuff, but these are wild. This is not something I would think Oakley would have made a few years ago, and I love the risk that they're taking. Look at this thing. They're just kind of wild. They look like some 80s Kazal kind of rad hip hop accountant kind of style, if you know what I'm talking about. Gotta wear a tracksuit when I wear these. There's so much comfort also, even though they're funky and big, they're very lightweight. The inside kind of is boarded out a little bit, so there's not a lot of plastic in there, even though it looks very plasticky. Has a saddle nose bridge, which sits really comfortably on your nose. I can't get over how light these are. I know to you they look like big, bulky, like they'd be heavy. They're unbelievably comfortable, so lightweight. I almost think you could do sports in these. I know, call me crazy, but they have so much temple grip. They have a really good saddle nose bridge. They're actually really light. Maybe the metal is not the best thing for sports, but I think you can get away with doing a lot. But the real story is how funky and crazy and cool they are. And this is obviously not for everybody, but they are for me. Another really cool thing that Oakley does, and some other brands do, is mix metals together, mix materials together. So this is the Metalink, and it has an unobtainium kind of nylon sporty frame front, but then a metal temple on the side. And what's really cool is the amount of unobtainium and grip, and I actually really like the texture on the inside. You don't notice it from the outside, but there's like this honeycomb texture on the inside, which is really comfortable. And they threw in that saddle nose bridge, which makes them really, really comfortable. This one is really popular, so it does come in 3 sizes. It has a 53, about a medium. The 55 is about a large, and the extra large is the 57. The sample pair is a 55, probably a little bit small for me. If I was gonna get a pair for myself, I would get the 57. And then, you know, since they're mixed materials, maybe a transition lens that goes from light to dark kind of matches that mix thing. Who knows? But they're very comfortable. The slim temples, all that unobtainium, and this kind of 2 materials thing to me is really, really cool. Well, narrowing it down to our favorite 6 pair of Oakley eyeglasses was a tough thing to do. We tried to put it in these categories. It's kind of a new idea for us. Hopefully that worked. Again, if you want to sweat in them, check out the Crosslink. And if you want to look rad, the Enigma Ink is the way to go. If you're still not sure which pair is for you, check out our website. We have a lot of information on there. You can also chat or even call us and speak with a certified optician. We love Oakleys and we know a lot about them, and we can speak with you and get you the exact right pair for you. And if you get something from us, even in prescription, and you don't love them, we pay for shipping both ways. You're never stuck with anything. Everything is fully refundable, which is a pretty rad thing in this industry. All right, we'll see you later.